Today, we're exploring a framework that helps explain the grand patterns of history.
So, is history just a bunch of random events, or are there predictable cycles at play?
For 500 years, global power has actually shifted in a surprisingly predictable pattern. He calls this the big cycle. It describes how nations rise to the top and then, decline.
It starts with a new leader, which leads to a rise, a peak, and an eventual decline.
And this simple curve, it's driven by a sequence of 18 pretty classic stages.
In the rise, you see things like strong leadership, great education, and booming economies.
But at the top, empires get overextended, less competitive, and start to see internal divisions.
Then comes the decline, usually marked by huge debts and a lot of internal conflict.
So what drives all this? An empire's health is measured by a few key strengths, or determinants. And what's really interesting is that these strengths don't all rise and fall together. Notice what peaks first. It's education and innovation. Those are the real foundations of power.
And the very last pillar to crumble is an empire's status as the world's financial center.
This financial power is totally tied to having the world's main reserve currency.
And you can see how the dominant currency almost perfectly mirrors the dominant empire over time.
Every time power shifted, from the Dutch to the British to the US, the main currency shifted too. During these stressful periods, currencies often get devalued against hard assets like gold.
All right, so this all leads to the big question. Where does this model say we are today?
Well, it suggests the US has passed its peak, while China is rising faster than any power before it.
The model also shows that these moments of decline and transition often bring rising internal conflict. You can actually see these huge spikes in conflict throughout history right when power is shifting. Which leaves us with a pretty provocative question. What might the new world order actually look like?